Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are here today with Tales of Autumn. This is exciting because I actually got a free code for this, which is great because my channel is super tiny, so I never thought that would happen. I will link the game Steam page below if you want to check it out. It says it's a wild farming RPG with an emphasis on animals and terrain management. Develop the abandoned ranch, befriend the wildlife, and build relationships and earn the trust of the town. So, you know, probably pretty similar to Stardew and other sort of farming sims. But I love farming sims, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So I can choose a character design. It's just this. Then I can do hair color. And I can have a pet. Looks like I could do cat or dog. And then you have the different colors a bit. I like that one. So let's go there. And my name is Heather. I guess it's alphabetically all the way down. It's not a QWERTY keyboard. So I'm like, what is going on with this? But yeah, that. Autumn Ranch is fine. I'm not creative. Smudge, sure. And I can save in a slot. Okay. So these are the controls. E for talk, cycle, oh, that's the mouse middle button, use tool, cycle tool, inventory, and journal. Okay. So the last item for discussion is the new rancher. What was their name again? I think it was Heather. Okay, spacebar is how you click on that. Oh, yes, so Heather should arrive this week. It'll be good to see what they make of that old place. Finally, it's been empty for too long. I'm surprised those buildings are still standing. We'll give the house a once-over and make sure it's not about to fall apart. Great. It's been years since Gray left, and I've forgotten what animals look like. It'll be good for the kids to have someone run it properly. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We want to welcome Heather, but let's also wait and see how they are. Good point, Adam. Can you help them get started when they arrive? Sure. Now, it says there's music and sound effects, but I don't hear any. It may just be me, though. And here we are back at the ranch. So the town is back the way we came, or you could head north for the stores, and over to the west is the wildlands. Don't worry, I don't expect you to remember any of that. We made you a map. It's been a long time since we had someone living here. We're all eager for you to make something of it. Some of us are a little skeptical of newcomers since Gray came and left. We don't have a mayor or anything like that. We're a community, which means we all care about the town and we all pitch in to help. You get out what you put in, you know? If you're helping out, taking part in people's lives, then we'd like nothing more than to see you and take this ranch on permanently. If not, well, let's not even go there. Prove to us all that you can make something of this place, and it's yours. We're all here to help. Speaking of help, meet Alice and Maddie, our evil geniuses. Engineering geniuses. They live at their workshop at the top of the town. Glowing introduction there, Adam. Hey, you must be Heather, right? Welcome to Autumn. You all done in there? Yeah, all sorted. Considering how neglected this place was, pretty much everything still works. We haven't done anything with this barn yet, but Hal has some cool ideas. You should try and meet him. He mentioned he'd like to help out. Mentioned? He literally banged on about it all week. Right, that's a good idea though. Hal will be a big help for you if you plan on getting some animals. He's at the library most of the time. Gray took most things with him when he left, but we put some tools in that crate for you. They're pretty basic, but should get you started. Anyway, we'll leave you to take a look around. Casey sorted you out with some basics for the house. It's not much, but it's a start. I suggest you take it steady today. Have a little wander around and say hey to some folks. Your pet should be around here somewhere too. Welcome to the town of Autumn. Earn the townfolk's trust by turning this abandoned plot into a thriving ranch. You can do so by raising livestock, attracting wildlife, and growing produce. Befriend the townsfolk and they'll help you. Okay. Okay, that gives me this again. Empty hands is space. Cycle tools QT or that button. Okay, so this gives you a little bit more stuff than the other one did. Okay, so you could use keyboards for things like this. Or that. Okay. So let's move around. This is what? This is our house. Oh, that's a sink. I actually why is a cash register in my house? But that is a sink. Okay. So I guess you would ultimately build out a kitchen maybe? And E is interact. Smudge looks a bit uncertain. Okay. We can't go in there yet. Doesn't seem like I can go in any of these places yet. I can go in here. And I guess this would be a barn for animals. Okay, and I have tools. That is a brush, watering can, shears, milker, axe, and pickaxe. Right now, I probably just want to have those with me. Lamppost, there's some sheep. Let's talk to this person. Well now, fresh eyes and bushy-tailed. You must be Heather. I'm Ruth. Come on in. Welcome to my ranch store and house. When you're ready to take the plunge, you can get animals for your own barn and coop here, as well as their feed. Have you used a coop or barn before? Would you like me to show you around? Okay, so arrows move that. Yes. It's a date. I assume that makes them happy. Let's start with the coop. Here's where your birds will stay. If you're keen on chickens or geese, you can order them through my store. Here's where you can add their feed. Simply come up to this and interact whilst you're holding something and it'll get added. Each bird will consume one portion of feed every day. They tend to eat before we get up, so make sure to add the feed before you go to bed. If you want to let them out in your field, you can hit this button. Whilst they're roaming about, you can talk to them or give them a brush. Remember, even if they're out all day, they still need feeding. Generally, they love being outside. Just keep an eye on the weather. Chickens don't like the rain. You can hit the button again to call them back. Last up, if they like you enough and you feed them well, you might get some eggs. They'll be collected here. Let's take a look at the barn next, shall we? Here's where all your other ranch animals will stay. Cows, rams, alpacas, that sort of thing. Same as before, use the button to call everyone in or out. Here's where you place their food. Same rules as the coop. Each animal will consume one portion every day. I didn't mention it before, but I've read that some ranchers enhance their animal feed by adding extra ingredients, which can boost the produce you get from them. Maybe we can look into that together one day. I think that's enough for now. Animals really are a great way to improve your quality of life, Heather. Not to mention help you get started business-wise by giving you eggs, milk, and wool to sell. Speaking of getting started, a welcome gift from me and the lads. Coop feed. Well, thanks for entertaining an old lady for a bit. Shall we head back to the store? Okay. So I have 25 gold. That likely would not be enough. Let's buy something. How much is a chicken? 30 gold each, so I cannot actually buy one yet. So I somehow need to get money. So that, I don't know how to switch between those things, because this is chicken feed, so this is what's in my inventory. That's my tools. I don't know, I feel like there should be, I felt like I could cycle tools somehow. Maybe I'll have to look at the directions again. Okay, anything up this way? What is this? Welcome to Casey's. Ah, you're new. I'm Casey. Wait, I'm Casey the person, not the store. But this is Casey's the store. And you're Heather? You can drop by for basically anything that isn't animals or plants. Ruth's Animal Store and Katie's Florist have those markets sealed up. Has anyone told you about our shipping crates yet? No? Classic, everyone. Then I'll show you. This is the town shipping crate. You can pop anything you want to sell in here and it'll turn into money. Is it magic? Really? Early every morning, like too early for people early, Josh wheels it down to the docks, sells it all to the passing merchants, and then sends us our profits. He uses the town's reputation to get us the best prices. Easy, right? Right? When you're ready, why don't you go and try to sell a few things? Then you can spend the money at Casey's. Great plan. Quest added sell 3 unique things. Well, how do I get 3 unique things? Who are you? I guess I can't interact with you? Okay, well, we'll go in here. Hello? Hi. Just a second. I'm Katie. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our florist. Have you grown crops or other plants before? Nope. Crops are a great choice for aspiring entrepreneurs like yourself. They provide food for you, gifts for others, or you can sell them. Here, a welcome gift. Turnip seeds and carrot seeds. I was hoping for that. Why don't you see if you can grow something out of those? Both those seeds will need planting on grass or dirt to grow. You'll need to meet with Hal before you can do so you can find him at the library in town. Well, good to meet you, Heather. Let me know if you want to buy any seeds by speaking to me at the counter. Growing crops. Growing crops is a great way to get new items. For gifting, selling, or attracting new animals. To plant seeds, use a seed packet item while it's at the ranch, and a cursor will activate for you to move and select planting spots. You don't need to till the earth to plant seeds, but you do need to plant them on the right terrain. Okay. I'm a bit confused about the controls right now. Oh, hold on one second, Heather. I have a special plant for you. To be honest, I don't really know what species it is. I found it in an old rancher house before you arrived. It was very wilted. I think animals like leaves. If you pick off a leaf and give it to an animal, it might see it as a friendship invitation. It is a fascinating plant because you can place it in your house as decoration and it doesn't need watering. This is great. So you don't know what it is and you're handing it to me? Okay, this is great. I'll pop it in your house for you. I mean, if we're gonna accept, you know, living in a stranger's house, all that kind of thing. Fire is strangely hypnotic. You ever just stare into the flames? Yeah? No, Maddie, I don't. Yeah? What do you see? Nothing, just flames. I see the end. Nothing, just flames. That's disappointing. Make something up next time. Okay. Let's wander around some more. We're looking for the library. I don't know how to use my map. Maybe it's M. Okay, here's the map. These were the shops as florist, library, docks down that way. Maybe I need to go up again. Well, not that way. Okay, let's come back around where we were. We'll head this way. So that was the flower shop. It might have popped over this one. This is something else. Oh no, this is Casey's, because I think we've already talked to her. That's the florist shop. Let's go down this way then. Because we're looking for the library. That must be this. Hey, a new person. I'm Josh, your local postie. Okay, so I guess not. These just must be houses then. Careful in here. Lee has gotten particularly good at hiding little traps. Reminds me, still need to ground him for that bathroom incident. Okay, we are looking for the library. This is a huge building, so maybe it's this. Must be. No, it's not. Hey! This must be the bar. Welcome to the Last Barrel. Always nice to see a new face in here. How are you settling in? Early days, but good. Not sure if it's for me just yet. Early days, but good. We're being agreeable. Great. Sorry, just gotta finish measuring this. I shouldn't say, but I really didn't think much of the previous rancher, Gray. He didn't believe in the value of good neighbors, and his disinterest in farming a community drove a wedge through it. I think it's forming a community. I'll save the story for another day, but in the end, this was his downfall and the reason he left town. Enough about that guy, though. You're here now. So did they drive him out of town? I know we're all talking about the importance of community, but let me test your patience for a minute longer. My old man used to explain it as a karmic meter. Do good, wholesome, and helpful things and it goes up. Neglect to do so and it goes down. Karma may as well mean reputation here. It's a reflection of the whole town. If we're not all acting like a community, anxieties grow and conflicts arise. More tangibly, prices will run high, store stocks will run low, and traveling merchants may even stop coming altogether. Such a vacant stare on you. I know, let's see if this is getting through. Why don't you take some time to act on all this and come back to me? Player karma. Your karma level is the measure of good deeds done throughout the game. You can increase it by completing quests, fulfilling town requests, attending festivals, and increasing your affection levels with the townfolk. Your karma level will decrease by neglecting requests or not looking after your animals. Okay. Hello, you must be my new neighbor. I'm Danica. I live with my dad in the apothecary next to your ranch. We are looking for the library, man. Oh, hey, it's Heather, right? Come on in. How are you finding ranch life so far? So much running around, my feet are sore. My hands aren't used to anything more than typing. How about this one? I bet you'll get used to it, but you'll need to start paying attention to your energy levels. A good night's rest will set you up for an energetic day ahead. The earlier the better, but as long as you're asleep before it gets too late, you should be all right for the next day. As you're using your equipment, you'll be spending energy. To replenish energy, you can rest or grab something to eat. Make sure you're paying attention to your internal energy level. If you overdo it, you'll be spending more time in here. This must be the doctor's office. Well, I'm sure you only popped in for a hello. As an aside, I'm interested in veterinary care too, and if you need any animal medicine, there's usually some on the counter. Okay, player energy. Your energy bar is displayed at the top left of the screen. Energy gets decreased as you use your tools and can be increased by consuming food or drink. As long as you sleep by 2 a.m., your energy will be refilled. If you run too low or stay up too late, you'll pass out. Okay. We are on the hunt, though, for the... Okay, so what this doesn't do is actually give you a full map. Because that's those 3 stores. This should have somewhere the library. I guess it's getting late now. Is this it? No, that's somebody's house, so I need that library before we go. Maybe this one? Okay. What's going on in here? Beavers got in and they're destroying everything. Help. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I just go grab the beavers? Are there more beavers? Ruined. So much great work gone. Even the romance section. Ruth will not be pleased. Thanks for your help, Heather. I'm an ecologist. That's why I moved to Autumn originally, to study the wildlife up close, until they disappeared. I never planned to study them this up close, though. An entire library worth of books wiped out in one day. I need a break. If you have time, I can show you a couple things at Autumn Ranch. So as I was saying, the real potential for this place is animals, and the secret to that will be terrain. The previous owner and I worked together on this. Autumn has a thriving wildlife population, population back then. We were trying to attract wild animals to visit, and thought that if we could transform this regular earth into terrain typical of an animal's native biome, that might convince them to stay. They're native what? Hell, are you sure you're alright? I know what a biome is, though, but we'll do it like that. I'm wondering if that might be an aggressive answer. Perhaps it's best to show you. Still turns on. That's a good sign. Still works. Excellent. By changing the land using this device, you'll have a better chance of attracting different species. For example, a creature that lives primarily in the water wouldn't want to stay here if you had nothing but sand. As you learn more about animals, you'll be able to tell what terrain they each need to stay here. You can learn more about each animal through research. I had loads of information until the beavers decided to eat it, but I'll work on restocking the library. You can also learn more about animals by talking to people in the town. It's fascinating how animal information sticks with people, even if they had no real academic interest. This is all theoretical, of course, unless the wildlife comes back. There's one more thing you should see. Ah, great, the twins got the power on. Where the other barn is for more traditional ranch livestock, this barn is designed to house all the wilder species. Just like the ranch, you can change the terrain of each of these sections. Wild animals might take up a temporary residency with you if you meet their requirements with the ground outside and anything else they need. They'll also need somewhere to stay that makes them feel comfortable. Using these terminals, you can change the terrain type instantly of each section, as well as study the animals that's staying here. It's a shame the previous owner never really took to this side of things, too interested in moving on. I just don't understand why anyone would leave when there's so much to discover here. I suppose I better get back and start ordering books. Hopefully more animals will be around soon and we can try this place out. Lastly, I've given the blueprints for these devices to the twins so you can visit their workshop to get some more. See you soon. Ranch terrain. You can change the terrain on the ranch and in the biome barn in order to attract hosts of animals from the wild or grow specific crops. Each species has different requirements to stay on the ranch, which you'll unlock through conversation with the townsfolk as Hal restocks the library. Okay, so one thing I need to do is plant some things. Okay, let's get in my inventory. This must be planted in a grass or dirt tile. Same here, so I suppose what that means is I have to go to this thing. Change ranch terrain. And so I want okay. So that was grass. Okay. Okay, so it said grass or dirt, so we'll go ahead and I don't know how to use the things in my inventory. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, plant, so I have to pick them. And then I will pick you too. We'll grab the watering can. I feel like I should be able to cycle through my things, but I don't know how. So we'll grab the watering can. And we'll water our plants. And then I think it's getting late, so we'll need to go to sleep. And then I just need to get this one. Oh, that's difficult. There. Okay. Now, what they did not tell me was where I get water from. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go to sleep then. This is my plant. I didn't need to water that. I was just going to check on it. Oh, that's it. The other button. The right button. Okay. Claudia sent me a task to earn some karma. I could drop some wood off at the fire pit on the dirt path or wood store in town. Oh, good. I can sell that stuff, I guess. Go to bed. Yes. Okay, so I actually get the option to save here. Go ahead and save. And I guess that is where we'll go ahead and end this episode today. This is fun, so I think I will continue playing it. I'm interested in how the animal biome thing works. So yeah, that is everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!